you need to learn basic technical analysis. But what I'm going to show you now is how I analyze my own, and then how I enter trades ASAP. After analyzing, then I will choose my take profit and stop loss. You get? So it's already moving against my trade, but let's not worry for now, because today is actually the market is in a shopping mood, and this is not the best time to enter into the market. How do I mean by that? Let's go to BTC. The market is sort of like neutral. It's going to decide whether it's going to break out to get to 33k, or whether it's going to break out to get to 29k. Now look at this. This is a ranging market. We are actually in a downtrend, but it's a ranging market. Just merely looking at it is a ranging market. So, but let me not go into the nitty-gritty of this thing, But if I want to analyze this thing now, first thing I will do is to go to one day chart. Then take this thing together. Then I'll come here, click on this thing, click on this first one. This first one here is trend, the lines. Now I'll choose trend line. Then I'll draw. I'll connect this trend line to the tops, higher highs or something like that. That's what it's called, higher highs. Just make sure that it touches 2, and then if it crosses this place that it crossed across this candle, it's not actually a problem for now. So then I'll get the second one, and then I'll connect the lower lows. Okay, so remember I went to my 1 day time frame to actually have a look on how it's actually. First thing is that I will identify the trend. This is actually a downtrend. The market is in a downtrend now, from $48,000 to $29,778. Then after that, I'll go to 4 hours time frame to see this thing in a bigger picture. Go to 4 hours. Can you see it now? Okay, this down line now is the support line. It's a support line, and the one up here is a resistance line. Now it's not advisable to enter a trade, like now if you want to, because we actually scalpers, we are actually day traders. If you want to enter a trade, you shouldn't enter a trade when this market is actually in between the support and resistance. It's actually a ranging, but this is not the best time to enter. This time is where the buyers and sellers are actually not so much in control of the market. They're still deciding where the market will move. Of course, this market is going to move up to resistance. That's what it's going to do. It's a must. It's going to move up to 30k. Bitcoin is going to move up to 30k from this current moment, before coming down to support again 28 or something. So it's not best to enter at this moment. Now, if the market is actually at the support, okay, let's say from this place now, you can see this place where Bitcoin cut into the support and broke out this current position now. Let me get my pencil. This current position where Bitcoin broke out, that's the best time to enter. If you're going to long this market, that's the best time to enter. And then if you are going to buy, then you are buying to long the market. Now if you are buying at the resistance, you are buying to short the market. So that's the basic idea. That's the basic idea. But let's come down to 1 hour time frame. So if I come down to 1 hour time frame, I normally redraw my trend line again. Because most times using the higher time frames of the thing, because I would like to be scalping in every 15 or 30 minutes. So I'll use the lower time frame of 1 hour, and I will draw my trend line again. Trend line. So the higher highs. Don't worry about this one that broke out though. Just connect the higher highs and then the lower lows. This is the exact same pattern that we have in that 1 day time frame. This is the exact same thing, but don't worry about the breakouts. So if you want to see this thing in a short, because you're actually entering into the trade and then coming out immediately, we go down to 30 minutes time frame. Now look, if you look at this thing now, this is Bitcoin has crossed this resistance. And then it has already crossed our resistance. Like if you set a long target, like that the market is going to go up when it was at this 28,600, it has already crossed your target. So it has already broke out, and of course it's still going to come back to this into this your 28,000 zone. How do I mean by 28,000 zone? Let's get the price line. This is the price line. This is the 28,000 zone. Inside this place is your 28,000 zone. This place is 29,000 zone. This place is 30,000 zone. So currently, it broke out from the 28,000 zone, heading to the 29,000 zone. So, of course, it will still come back to this your resistance. And if it comes back to this your resistance, then that's when, of course, what you should do now is you you have to short the market, because it has crossed your resistance. No matter how high it's going to get, it's still going to come back into this your market, because